Hey guys, it's Kelly Ann and welcome to another Flossy Friday. Today is April 23rd. You think that I would remember that date better because Stella is currently in surgery. Well, she had surgery today. She's out of surgery, but I cannot pick her up quite yet. So we're waiting for her to be ready to be picked up. So surgery went well. She just got typical spay. Potter has been following me around all day, anywhere I go. He's definitely worried about her, but he is also sleeping, which is really good. I know that I have to possibly keep them separated if they cannot behave for like 10 days, which that's going to be really hard. But anyways, all that typical stuff. They're doing good. I've kind of had a rough week, so I was really hoping to get 2 finishes in this week, but I lost about a day and a half of stitching time because I kind of had, I don't want to call it a medical emergency because, like, I'm not in danger of anything. Nothing is super seriously wrong, but I woke up on Tuesday with like a massive like bubble in my stomach and I couldn't move my back very well. So basically it's just old back injuries, and they're starting to flare up because my muscles are just too weak and stuff like that. And so I still have a little bit of like soreness and stuff like that. And anyways, I started back doing a Ross-D physical therapy for it yesterday. So I'm going to do a couple weeks of a Ross-D treatment and we're going to see how that gets me going in the right direction for helping those muscles. But it is a little sore and tender from the work that we did at the appointment yesterday, and so I'm still a little slow moving. But I did make some progress and I did get a finish, and I'm very close to a second finish. So let's talk about the one that is close to a finish first, because the other one is attached also to a new start. So let's talk about Witches of Salem. So this is where it is at. And so basically I finished all of the tree this last week. So the tree was to about here. So I finished all of this. This branch was done. So this little nub and these 3 branches, and then the rest of the tree. My brain is a little foggy. And so then I also finished the wheat the other night. I finished this green banner, which what I did, because there isn't supposed to be one down here. I did that because I didn't want to leave the big open space that was like, put lace or buttons or whatever. I didn't want to do that. So what I did was I changed up the position of it. So I didn't stitch this as stitched. It's in the right position, but I started over here with 3, and I think it's supposed to start with 1. But this one I went 4 to a 3, so I did a 3 to a 4 to kind of like, give it some balance. And so all that I have left on this piece is the Gallows Hill house. So I did one of the headstones. I have another headstone to go over here. This one, the headstone has a stitched cross on it, and this one there is a darker back stitched cross on it. So this one still needs a cross. So I'm going to do the headstones first, and then I'm going to finish kind of like playing with my colors and things like that to do the house. But anyways, I'm very, very close to getting this done. So this is going to be a focus for this weekend to try and get this one caught up. I was going to say caught up, but to get it finished. And this is on, I I left the fabric tag in the other room. I believe it's a silk weaver. It's a 32 count Belfast in the color Days, is it Days Not Forgotten? I think. Anyways, it's a beautiful fabric. Like, I love this fabric. I definitely want to get more of it and stitch something on it. Their fabric quality is amazing. Okay. The other one that I worked on was my Britter kitties. So I had been talking about I was going to work on these like on like lunch breaks and things like that. And I did this week. But after I wasn't feeling so good on Tuesday, I didn't stitch it all on Tuesday. I got back from the doctor with muscle relaxers, and she told me to take them and literally just sleep. And I slept for almost 13 hours. So I did no stitching on Tuesday. And so like I said, Wednesday and Thursday, like Witches of Salem was supposed to be my stitch in the evening piece. But the Britter kitties kind of became my stitching anytime for the rest of the week, because with the Ada, it was just easier for me to see it. And I was just really uncomfortable and didn't feel very well. So I was also stitching in bed. So it just made more sense, to put down Witches of Salem until this weekend. So that's just what I did. So, I need to actually take my hoop off of this to show you the finish. So I did finish the March pattern. So this is the Britter Cup Designs Britty Kitty Month series. I finished January and February in possibly February. And I finished Lucky Cat, which is the March cat, yesterday. I finished him last night. I skipped way too far between these, but that's okay. So I finished him last night, and I did not start Bunny Hunt. This one's called Bunny Hunt. There's gonna be a little cat dangling the carrot for a little bunny, which the carrot is not done. But this one is called Bunny Hunt, and I started it because I just couldn't sleep very well. I was still a little uncomfortable, and Stella was being super, super cuddly, and I don't know, just couldn't really sleep. Wanted to like spend some time with her and stuff because she was going to have a big day today, and she's going to be really exhausted and worn out for the next couple of days, and I might have to keep her and Potter separated for a couple of days, up to 10 if they can't behave. So anyways, this is the finish, Lucky Cat, and then this is the in progress, the new start. So I will also work on getting this guy done this weekend and into this next week, and I'll pull the colors for May and June, but I won't start them until next week on like my lunch breaks. And once Witches of Salem is done, I think, I'm pretty sure that the next one that I want to work on that's on my table in there, an old whip, is my Christmas rolls. So I'm kind of in the mood for like some bright, cheery, Christmassy colors, you know, on that really pretty blue fabric. And this is just 14 count Ada that I coffee tea dyed like, I don't know, 6 years ago. So nothing super special about it, but I really like the way that they look. They look kind of old and vintagey. And so the other thing that I'm doing is anytime that there are two cats, either one's going to be black as like a silhouette and one is going to be golden. And then if there isn't a double, because they come in 2-month packs, like this one, March and April, if there's just a single cat, I will make one of them the black cat and one of them the golden cat, which for me, the black cat would be like a silhouette of like Potter, and obviously the golden cat would be Stella in this case. But that's where I left off with all of my stitching. I did do a couple of extra things this week though. I got some energy and did a little bit of FFOing. So I have a giant stack. Like, it's around 40 something pieces. It's absolutely ridiculous, of finished stitched pieces, but they are not fully finished pieces. So I took a stack with me to the craft store with my friend Ashley on Monday before all of this started. I took the Texas one with me. Part of me wants to get this professionally framed, especially because of the button. I did find a couple of frames that I really liked for this, but I don't think they would frame well with the button. So until I figure out what I really want to do with this, I decided to not spend that much on that frame. But I definitely need a bigger frame if I'm going to frame it myself. I need like the 11 by 14 to fit in the part of the fabric that I want in it. So that one didn't come back with any goodies, but all the rest, I got some goodies, some fabric to go with some of these items, because I either want to finish them as pillows or I want to finish them as kind of like little mini wall hangings. So one of them that I took with me was my sewing cats from Soda Stitch, and my friend Ashley helped me pick all this out, and we picked up this to be the fabric for this, and I really want to do like a wall hanging. And then she found these cute little pink pom-poms that could go across the bottom here, and it will go on that door facing into the hallway to signify the sewing room. So anyways, I thought that would look really cute together. Now the only next step is like doing all these things. And so I only took some of the bigger pieces that I know I didn't have any fabric for them, as far as being able to finish them in these ways. I still have a ton of smaller things like the Valentine's Day smalls, the Jelly Bean Jubilee smalls, and all that kind of stuff. I still have all of those, but I have lots of scrap fabric. So I only took the ones that I didn't have fabric that I liked in my stash, and I picked out some stuff specifically for them. So the next one that I took, again, I want to make this like a wall hanging, and we're going to use the same pink little polka dots going across the bottom, but we found this really cool lime polka dot fabric. I think that'll look really, really cute with all of the colors and really super festive. I have no idea, this thing is huge. I have no idea where it's going to hang up, or if it's just going to come out during like Cinco de Mayo or something and just be like a seasonal type decoration in the kitchen. I'm not really sure, but very cute. Okay, the next one I got was this weird like orangey red color, and I did that for my Chinese Zodiac. So I think I'm going to make this one into a pillow. And I got this color because I changed the center thread to being that orangey red color. And I think that's going to look really cool and make all the different colors pop. So that's going to be a really cute little pillow. And then the last two, oh, well, I technically got one more fabric for something that isn't finished yet. So the fabric is making me want to bring that one out sooner than I thought that I would. Anyways, I'll get to that in a second. The last two that I took with me for finding fabric was my two Barbara Annas that came from Nika Moscow. So we have the Miss Teapot and we have Miss Scissors. Now, one thing that they both have in common is the bright red thread. So what I got was some red fabric to maybe do some like outlining sashing around for the front. And then for the back of both of them, I got this really cool deep red with little white flowers. And I think it'll go really cool with both of them. So they're going to get, I can't hold them both up at the same time. But they're going to get little red sashing around them and then a red background, and they're going to be made into little pillows as well. So that's really exciting. I feel like I'm ready to get some of these things FFO'd. I don't know how quickly or how soon. There's a couple other sewing things that I want to get done. Obviously I didn't get to work on my quilt this week, so I really want to make that a priority this week as well, and get some of that stuff done, because I really want to be able to pick where I want my squares to go and get that quilt top put together, so that way I can find out exactly how big it is. I can find out how much it would be to baste it from my quilt store, and I really do think that I'm going to big stitch quilt it once it's basted. And so then I got to figure out, do I want 8 or 12? Do I want to use DMC? Do I want to use Aurifil? What thread do I want to use for that, and all that kind of stuff. So still lots of decisions to be made as far as that goes, but yeah. So another one that I found some really cool fabric for, which unfortunately goes the wrong direction. I didn't pay attention to that. I should have gotten more. I might have to go back and get more. Anyways, I found this really cool fabric. I guess I could piece it. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. I found this really cool fabric that had all the different pasta noodles, like raviolis and penne and fettuccine. Had the tomatoes, the garlic, the olive oil, all that stuff, and just a really, really nice pasta Italian vibe, which is just really exciting. I thought this would look really cool to do a wall hanging with once my soda stitch pasta time is finished. So this would end up going in the kitchen with the pasta time. And so yeah, I really want to get that one back out, which I was eyeing that one like last week anyways. So that one will probably come out soon. And this just makes me want to work on it even more, because it's so fun. So that's that. I love all of the colors, and it just looks like a giant bowl of pasta, and I'm here for it. Okay, so that was what my little mini haul to do some FFOs. But I also got 3 frames, and I FFO'd 3 projects. So the first one that I finished is Heartstring Samplery, and this is the American Eagle. I love how it came out. I think it looks really good in this gold frame. Yeah, it fit perfectly, and I love it. I think it looks great. I just got to find a place to put it. But like we know, I'm waiting on some stuff to be done at a framer's, and I'm going to be rearranging a lot of stuff in my house, so it will find a home in time. And then I also found this really cool frame that's supposed to be a floating frame, but since this is so big, it takes up the whole thing. But here is my fruit of the month. So this is ready. It's on a little chain. And this is ready to find its home in my kitchen. But yeah, it was supposed to be a floating frame, but like I said, it took up most of it. So I just went ahead and just made it go edge to edge. I really, really like it. And it is really cool. You can see the stitching on the back if you really want to. But But yeah, it's also the way this one is built. It kind of looks like it's shadow boxed because it's recessed in a little bit, but it's a really nice sturdy frame, and I really, really like that. The last one that I got framed, and this one is probably going to go on my wall in my bedroom, is my Santoro Panda Girl. So I got a big enough, so she didn't fit in any smaller frame. So this is an 8x10, and I really liked kind of like the vintage like glass look. It looks like old decrepit glass. I really, really love that look. And anyways, I made it to where it would hit right at the bottom of the stitching. So that way we got a little bit more of the really fun fabric that I put her on. So those are my 3 FFOs that I got done this week. So I was a little productive this week, even though I was very under the weather. But I am feeling better. I'm getting a little bit better every day, and just sore pulled muscles and going to PT for the next month. It's fine. Anyways, I hope that y'all are all having a fantastic week. I hope that y'all have a great weekend and upcoming week, and I will see y'all next Friday. Bye, guys.